amigos, welcome to the Disclosure Podcast on Stride Africa TV, where we get to discuss various issues and also disclose the hidden sides to it. Thank you so much. I need to say thank you for all the love, all the attention that you gave the last video that we uploaded on the podcast, and thank you so much for subscribing. You need to do more of that. Tell your friends about this podcast. I'm Bukola Ajadi, and today I have beautiful, amazing people. Another set of people here with me to talk about something super interesting. I have tall Daisy, fine girl, looking good, fresh, has some.
Okay.
I have Dolapo here. Hi, Dolapo.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good anytime.
Oh, okay, good day.
And then I also have the biggest, I call him the biggest blogger in Ibadan. He's going to act humble, ignore the humility. I know that he has money and he has connect and he has everything. I have Niger Lord here. Wale, what's up?
Hello everyone.
People that have money. How do you know it's the way the way they will just stop. They will not making us feel like they're the hungry people that always shout.
Yeah, that's what you just did.
Yeah, that's what you just did right
Yeah.
now. I heard it.
Yeah.
So today, we're going to be talking about social media, the good, the bad, the ugly. We want to talk about every side. We want to disclose everything that probably people are scared to come out to talk about. Maybe because social media is their source of income, social media is their source of joy, or social media is their own safe space or their own manipulation space where they get to manipulate people or manipulate things. But we're going to talk about it. We'll disclose everything. We'll talk about all the sides to it, and just have a good time talking about this. So quickly, I really want to ask, what's your perspective to social media? What do you think social media is all about? Like, just give your personal view to what you see social media as.
For me, social media is a place to say explore. Yeah, make friends. Yeah, learn new things.
Okay.
Make friends, and if possible, meet your future partner. So make friends, explore, learn new things, and just be happy because for Nigeria now, Nigeria is tough as it is, so we need a place to catch cruise, enjoy, and so that's what social media is there for. That's it.
What do you think about social media? I mean, you it's on social media. Your money is also, if social media goes today, no iPhone for you again. Okay.
I think social media is my girlfriend, my wife.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's where it's basically everything.
That's where you sleep. That's where you unwind. Everything. That's where you work.
If possible, I can dress on social media.
Okay.
I think that's where I am Niger Lord. Yeah. I think that's where I eat. That's where I do my basic needs of my life. It's my office. That's where my career is. I think without social media,
you'll be broke.
I'm broke anyways.
You are not broke.
I'm not broke.
Okay, if you did not have social media, and maybe I wouldn't even know you. You see, maybe I wouldn't even know you.
Help me, please. Don't hide my shine. Someone watching the video can help me, please. I am broke, but if not for sure, I might be more broke.
Okay,
so you might. Social media is just my personal, is my everything, my whole.
Now, to wrap that up, I'm just going to be giving a short Oxford Dictionary explanation to what social media is, so that you'd see that everything we've said falls under it. So it says a broad category or genre of communications media which occasion or enable social interaction among groups of people, whether they are known to each other or strangers localized in the same place or geographically dispersed. So whether strangers, whether known people, it connects the whole world together. It's like the thread that binds us together, because you can talk to someone in India today, and then by 2 o'clock today you can still talk to someone in Canada, someone in China, someone in Malaysia. Everywhere in the world, you get to talk to anyone you want to talk to through social media. So now I want us to really talk about if social media is good or if it is bad. Now you're going to have to pick your poison. Is it good to you? Is it bad? Is it ugly to you? And if you're picking whatever reason, I really think that you should say why. So I think that social media is good and ugly. I'm going to leave the bad out because bad sounds too soft for what social media is capable of. So I personally think that social media is good. Without social media, probably I won't be able to, I won't have the voice that I have. It gives me this voice. I can turn on my camera today and talk to thousands of people, millions of people at the same time, and believe that the video will go so far, farther than places that I don't have visa to. I'm restricted to Nigeria for now.
That's true.
So I see social media as the good and the ugly. Let me leave the bad out of it. So what do you see social media as? The good or the bad or the ugly?
Let's allow.
Okay.
The rich.
That's about the guy that has an office.
Yeah.
No, you are the one that ladies.
You have an office on social media.
Do this
No.
ladies first thing when
When they're in the corner.
Yeah.
That's when they do that.
When the next thing you hear is, I'm the head of the home.
You get it.
No, alpha
You
man.
get
This
it.
is podcast. I'm not the head of it. I beg.
No,
I'm not
because
the
you
head of
live your life on social media. So
Yeah.
go first. I'm giving you that chance.
Okay.
it. I will accept the challenge.
Accept it.
So for me personally, I think social media is good. At the same time, is ugly. But personally, to me, I think I have a 60% good side and then 40% of the bad side. The bad sides can be fixed anyways when we do something.
You believe it can be fixed?
Exactly. I think it can be fixed.
You believe
When we do
cyberbullying can be fixed?
something- Exactly. That's why
You believe dragging on social media can be fixed?
Exactly.
Nudity on social media can be fixed?
Can.
Who's gonna fix it?
Let's take when Twitter, Nigeria,
Yeah.
stopped using Twitter. That to
Yes.
some extent, it's a way to control. You
But
know,
did it
so
control
when
me?
we
I
have-
remember that I was using VPN. No?
Many of people
Yes.
use VPN, but it was
Yeah.
illegal. I could remember when you go out on the street, instead of the policeman to ask you that, are you a yeah? But they ask you, do you have Twitter on your phone? So it became
Okay.
a crime.
Yeah, in
You
Nigeria
feel
as
me?
a
Yeah, so it
time.
became a crime like that. So if we can actually censor social media in Nigeria, I heard of several cases of when TikTok, you know, TikTok had to go through a lot in order to allow what's it called, TikTok go in UK, US.
Yes, I remember that. I remember when that conversation was
UK,
ongoing.
US are fighting for their people. Like they want them to, because to some extent TikTok is not a free app. You get me? Yeah. Like all your personal informations, they have
Okay.
it to some extent. You feel me? So that's what UK and US are actually fighting for. So
Yeah.
if we too can do that, we censor what our users can post on social media. I say, this particular thing is, that's why today I know will tell you 18 plus.
Yes, and
everybody
you'd
can
even
still
notice
see
that
18
even
plus.
blogs like Instablog, you know, and the likes, they have to. They sometimes don't even post the full videos on Instagram anymore,
Yeah.
so they
Now,
don't get
Now
blocked.
Instagram is not even chasing anybody. Once you do any of that thing,
Yeah, you're
you are
gone.
off.
You're gone.
So when you even post, you have to tell them that I don't support violence.
Violence. Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So that was not there before.
Yeah.
It was because of several cases of blocking. You remove this, so they learn. So if this can actually implement in a larger basis, then I think my 60% would maybe move to 80 or something.
Yeah, so you think
Okay.
that social media is good? It is bad, it is ugly, but the ugly can be fixed.
Exactly.
Nice perspective.
Well, for me, it cannot be fixed.
Okay,
Because in
why?
this part of the world, you know, talk of the Twitter thing. From Twitter, you said you started using VPN, and then most people switched to Instagram
Yeah.
and other social media platforms.
Yes.
Now, looking at this, you know, it costs so many menace then, because on Twitter, I don't personally do Twitter because it has so much violence and I can't cope.
Twitter is for the strong.
Yes.
just
So
go depressed.
I don't do Twitter. I just go in and come out.
So violent on Twitter.
See, it is everywhere.
Me, I don't
It is
think they're
everywhere.
violent anyways. I think they are
Violent with
they
their
are-
words.
They are so learned on Twitter. You
Is it-
cannot go
is
on
it
Twitter
learned
and
See,
say-
it's not really learned. It's not really been learned.
Insult people. to
It's
talk
not
about
really
them,
learned.
They
Or
don't
to
actually
find
insult.
flaws.
They don't
What do
actually
they
insult.
do?
What?
They actually go. Let me use Peter Obi word. They go and verify. If you come on Twitter, if you drop number, they will go and bring your number for you.
From
The
way
guy get
back.
up- So this kind of the kind of space on Twitter, the advantage that I think I call them researchers. So you cannot just before you post on Twitter,
You
go-
have,
You
to
have
think
to
and think
go-
again.
go
So
do
that
your
nobody will-
research.
firstly use grammar.
Even your English, even your comma, your
Yeah.
full stop.
But all these things are so unnecessary. When
That's
you think about
it. So that's why that's what I'm
He
saying.
said about his cosplay.
That's what I'm saying. See, social media, this men and social media has caused
Yeah.
cannot be, you know, cut off. It's been there. That's who we are. Now, you mentioned the US and all trying to curb their people, trying to protect their people. There's no law like that in Nigeria. Maybe it's just coming into place, but for now, it's still something being reviewed. So there's no law like that in Nigeria, and there's nothing that would say, okay, people, the government is trying to curb people or protect their people from this social media things happening. No, it doesn't happen that way. So it has become a menace here in this part of the world, and it is going to be so if nothing is done by the government or by you know, the government entirely, you know,
Yeah.
trying to protect people and all. So for me, it's more bad than good.
More bad than good.
Yeah, more bad than
So
good.
quickly, let's move on to this. Why are people starting to pick their life perspective or form their life perspective from social media? I mean, and is it a good thing or the bad? Since we're looking at the good, the bad, the ugly, is it a good thing that now, back in the day, when we wanted to, or when we want to learn something, we probably have to talk to people, ask your friends, why is your hairstyle like this? How did your mom do it? Or why did you talk like that? Where did you learn that word? Or what do you think I can say to somebody if I'm pissed at them? And then if you want to learn something again, you probably go to your parents, sit with them, they'll teach you, this is how to do this, is how to do that, this is how to speak, this is how to not speak. This is the kind of, I remember so well that there was something my dad used to do. So whenever we would go out, when I was really little, I think I was like 8 or 9, my dad would point at girls on the road and how they are dressed, and he told me, this is how to look as a lady. And then he point at some and be like, this is
Don't
bad.
copy.
Not how.
Don't copy this one. Look at the way she's dressed. She's not even comfortable on the bike. Do not look like this lady. And that was how I learned. But now the narrative is changing. You want to learn something, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, look at the issue that happened with that school, the girl that had a TikTok account, they went to school and they did the whole orgy stuff that they did. Like, it is crazy that now, from the young to the old, everyone is speaking their life perspective, relationship perspective, family perspective, job perspective, everything. Perspective, whether they should leave or they should not leave from social media. Is it the good side to it, or is it the bad side to it? Or is there the good and the bad to it?
Well, there's the good and the bad for me. Now, the good side of it is I go on a platform and I learn new things. I learn, how to make money on social media. Say TikTok, for example. There are people there who say, if you want remote jobs, you can get here in Nigeria and out of the country. You learn new things from them. And say the likes of, what's her name now? Bimbo Ademoye. Now, the way she talks tummy in and everything, she has this figure 8 shape. I want this shape.
we all do.
Yeah. So I want this shape, and I go out there.
Who don't like better thing?
I like this shape. And when you see her, don't you love her?
Me, what's it cause?
No, you're just trying to camp. You're trying to camp here. You're trying to camp.
We know these things.
You're trying to camp here. So now she's stuck that tummy in. She has the shape and all. And I see it. I want it. But then I try it. And I see, this thing is hell. Like, I cannot endure the way she endures it. And I see that. And then we see doctors like Aproko doctors and all. They come to say, this is not the right way to do things. Fine, I've learned the good thing. And I've learned something bad out of it, because I know if I keep on doing this thing, it might possibly affect my health. And then a doctor comes online to tell me this is not the right way to do it. This is the right way to go about it. I've learned the good thing out of it.
So you see the fact that social media has a lot of information that we can tap into,
of course,
as to something that has the good and the bad. But then it's depending on how the person is trying
view
to
it. Yes.
I think that's what I'm going to pick my offer. The last statement you made. Everything depends on the person.
Your perspective.
Person, exactly, because our perspectives are very, very different
as persons.
You get so what affects me might not necessarily affect you. So the only thing I see about social media is that people are always free. You cannot hold me if I comment.
Yes.
You cannot hold me if I comment. So if you drop a topic here, so I comment, I say, even if what I say, because I know of a friend. I know of a friend that there was this allegation on social media, so he went and he commented, and this is the person I know. I saw the comment, he was lying.
You knew he was lying.
Okay, bro, this thing did not happen to you. I know.
Caught in the
How
hand.
did you know? Okay, you shall know.
I shall know. You get, I know. So that kind of person, that's not his life, but he's trying to picture this as his life. So that's it. So
you can fit in.
You get. So if you as a person, you now want to follow that kind of person, you don't lose God.
I think
you've got the wrong way.
The ugliest side to social media is the fact that it puts this kind of pressure on you to fit in. So you wake up one morning and you're on social media, and a brand has paid like 5-6 people
to talk about
5-6 top people that have millions of followers that you look up to, successful, beautiful woman, and then they are telling you that it is okay to bleach your skin or add extra bum bum. So as a woman, naturally, you just want to do it. Like you're like that's,
Why is
and then
all
you're
this
just so
problem-
pressured.
all this problem attached to woman.
No, it's not just women. Look at the Yahoo guys.
Yes.
Look at Yahoo
Yes.
guys. When you go
Money
out there, look at
laundering.
what's this guy? This guy's name now that is in prison. What's his name? Oh, I forgot. This guy that they arrested. The is it FBI or whoever arrested
Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy.
Yeah.
Now he comes
When
online,
Hush Puppy-
flaunts
Hush
his
Puppy was on that
cars,
time.
flaunts this
Wale,
money.
Wale, you were
Hey, I beg, Wale, stop doing that
Hush
here.
Puppy no dey
Stop
influence
doing
me.
that.
Me.
Just like you don't want that money, you don't want that fame.
If you influence me, na Keegan.
Are you
Okay.
Kegan Tech? Are you trying to say,
If what?
Wale, I'm putting it to you now. Posterity will be here. This podcast is going nowhere. We'll Google it while you
When
become
you
the
make
minister
it.
of enjoyment in Nigeria. Are you trying to say that you've never ever felt pressured to fit into the life that social media is painting? I don't think there's
Depends on
any
the
human
person.
being that would come out to say that. They've
So
never felt
you're saying you don't bow to pressure.
That Hush Puppy personality is not mine.
okay,
You get that his own aspect of life is not mine.
but the money's lifestyle is
everybody
yours.
chop life 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigeria itself is problem. Why would you chop life?
Okay. So you don't want Hush Puppy's type of money. Is that what you're saying?
If I had Hush Puppy type of money, I wouldn't spend it on luxury. Yeah.
What will you spend it on?
Hey, I talk of Keegan now. Gadgets. That when you want to enter my house, maybe you probably have to.
Hush Puppy had a lot of gadgets. Have you forgotten when they ransacked his house?
See,
He spent more on luxury. Hush Puppy buys clothes, ambassador of Gucci.
when you have
Yes.
this money, you spend it the way you want. You buy gadgets.
You know my
You
whole
get
point.
gadgets,
My
fine,
point
but then you get good things for
My
yourself.
point is, every single one of us have at some point felt pressured by social media. Is it not based on your looks? You thought
Yeah.
at some point that it would not be a bad idea. Make I just look like this guy.
Yes.
Make I look like Kunle Remi. Make I get in kind style. Make I get in kind body. Or you look at Bimbo Ademoye like you said. Or you look at the kind of food they eat. Something
the
will start-
vacation.
So you will start feel pressure. Pressure
But-
on social media.
Yeah. The pressure dey, but
Yeah.
it will now your brain will now tell you that you cannot feel pressure when you don't have this kind of thing. Me, my own brain, I don't know. It automatically gives me factory settings. Sharp, bro. If I go on and I see that okay, he bought Gucci $200. Okay, my brain will tell me, Alpha, Nigeria loans, guy, you don't even get $2. I don't switch. I will just my hand will just take it up. Pew.
Like,
See, I think this is just Nigeria Lord saying this because he doesn't have the money yet. Because why would your brain tell you?
know, before
Okay,
you
fine,
start
your brain
the
tells you
podcast,
you
I
don't
told
have
you.
this money.
Yeah.
Your brain tells you you don't have the money now. But if you have the money, I'm sure you go miles.
No.
Oh,
My life is different.
I
See,
beg,
because
I
told you,
beg
Wait,
you.
this
Yeah, I
video will
told you I'm
stay.
broke.
This video will stay.
It
I will come back to it maybe 5 years from
If my
now.
video goes viral, I'll be doing unboxing of a very expensive gadget.
Dan,
You don't,
and
you
well,
don't,
we
you
all
don't
have
get my
personal
point.
preference.
That's it.
I wouldn't spend so much on luxury, yeah. I would spend more on gadgets.
Because that's what you like. That's what you connect.
Exactly.
And
So
that's your type of luxury,
Luxury.
living.
You know that's your type.
That's your type of luxury
Look at
living.
that. Because
That's it.
why are you buying high set? Have you seen
That's
this refrigerator that is smart that they are
That has
costing over $1
TV.
million,
Uh-huh.
that can play
So
music.
you buy that. That's your kind of living.
So
That's
the
your
kind of pressure
luxury.
that will
That's
come
the
upon
luxury you want.
That's what. So you're trying to
But
know now.
the luxury
On Keegan's page, have you ever felt pressured?
on
Like
to
when
an
you see him.
extent.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the pressure.
Let me
The
ask
the
Dolako now.
personality of Hush
Dolako,
Puppy.
on Bimbo's page, have you ever felt pressured?
Many times.
No, she said it.
Myself,
She said it before we started.
I have felt pressured on numerous pages. I think for me, when I see ladies always out there doing stuff, today you're influencing for this one, tomorrow you're influencing for that one, next month you're
I think
flying
you're
to
getting it
Ghana
now.
for this. So I
Influencing,
feel pressured.
That's your career. You feel me? Yeah, that's a brand. That's what you want to do. You feel me? But I wouldn't go and spend a lot on luxury, like Hush Puppy's luxury.
See,
Yes,
Wale,
this guy
the picture is you're spending on smart
Yeah.
TV, smart refrigerators and all. It
And
is
phones.
still you spending on luxury.
But
Yeah.
not Hush Puppy's luxury.
No, that's buying cars and all. Don't you love cars? Don't you love sports cars?
That's
And
what I'm saying.
Okay.
I wouldn't even buy a very expensive car.
But you
I beg
buy
you.
those-
I beg thee.
I'm this kind of
The
person
Lapo is not going to agree for you.
No.
Chill. The person you're bringing in question is where we have the problem. Yeah.
Okay, and you don't want to
Hush puppy of a
connect.
thing.
You do not want to connect to that person.
Okay, you don't want to
Let's-
connect to Hush Puppy.
That luxury of Hush Puppy.
It's not your style.
I just seen Hush Puppy.
Yeah, no,
eating
it was
before.
extreme. It was extreme. Let's be
Even if
honest.
they don't catch Hush Puppy, me I know. You cannot tell me that Hush Puppy is a businessman. You cannot. You know why?
Let's move from Hush Puppy, I beg. Let's just move from Hush Puppy and quickly talk about the job creation side to social media.
Okay.
Now, let's not lie. If social media goes today, a lot of families would go hungry. A lot of people would get depressed because I mean sometimes you're heartbroken. That boy served you breakfast. The first place you go to is Lai's page, or you're probably on on one page or the other. You're watching Shank's video, or you're watching Nas Boy's video, or you're on Today Not's page. You're just trying to take your mind off all of it. And then there's also the job creation side to it. So let's focus on the job creation side to it. Is that something we want gone, even with all the ills and all the bad that social media has? Should we see it as one of the pros or one of the cons? The fact that people have jobs, from influencing jobs to marketing jobs to some people, their jobs is to bully people and to drag people. That was it.
And they make money.
Because see, guys,
They make money from hits.
I think I watched this particular movie.
Okay.
I've watched so many movies about cyberbullying. I think there was one that had Jim Mike in it. I'm going to try to remember the name before the end of this podcast.
Okay.
And he focused on how that he was a big actor.
Yeah,
and
I saw
how
that.
you saw the movie,
Yes.
and how that one particular blog decided to take a different perspective from videos they were making of him. They told a story with those videos they were making. They told their own story. They formed a story out of videos. You know, there's a way I'll make a video of you now. You might be telling us something nice, but I can paint it as that you are harassing her. It's depending on how I take that video, the kind of caption I put, how I edit the video, and so the effect I put, the kind of music I put to it. I can tell a story with anything, with looking at these flowers, looking at you. So I really, really think that the bullying on social
That
media
movie
is
was-
ruining
that-
and pulling down people in a massive way.
That movie was what year?
I think about 2 years
2 years ago,
Yeah,
yes.
about 2 years ago.
Okay, I wouldn't want to bring judgment from that, but I know for sure that in this current situation, you get in this current world, if someone brings out a defamation against you, it might go viral. It depends on how you want to take that defamation. You feel me? So to some extent, it's a PR, but chill.
Okay,
calm down,
okay.
calm
I want to see where
Make
this is
I
going.
first.
Okay.
You feel me? To some extent, it's a PR. So it's not left to you. Like I had a job. I had several jobs that what I was meant to do was to say that he didn't do this thing that he was said to have done.
That was your job description for that
Exactly.
person.
That was the PR I was doing
Yeah.
to fight against this thing that this
You said
particular
about this-
media has.
Painted concerning someone.
You feel me? So if in this current situation, like there's a defamation against you, and at this point you don't have a media or a brand that you can set up and then speak against that kind of thing, I think you are not making use of the right.
So you
medium.
think that every PR is good PR?
It depends on if I come out now, if there's a lot of allegations against me, it's something I can bring up with my team and say, okay, let's
turn
this.
it.
I take
Let's-
the instance of Portable as a very vivid example. You can never see anything good about Portable, but why do you think Portable is still there?
Because
Because
he
you
has
can
a
never see
PR.
anything good.
He's out there every time.
He makes use of all these things. He knows that you people know that he is mad, and then certain people feel that
See,
me or no man.
I want for them to see this video. You will be dragged.
wants
He's
you-
like
he wants
that
you-
Lord though. That's his
He
name.
wants you to know that he's not normal.
Yeah.
The kind
And
of
that's but look at this is what
how
we're
will a
saying.
normal person come out and say I am a baboon?
I live in
That's his own thing. That's the way he does his thing,
So
and that's
now,
PR for
that's
him.
I am a baboon. That's it.
So you are I think the picture you're trying to paint here, if I'm getting you right, is that is actually all PR is good PR depending on how you use it. And I do not agree with that.
No, I do
I
not.
do not agree with you
I do
nuding them
Let me-
releasing
let
a
me-
nude
let me-
video of somebody as good PR. It can never be. Even if I imagine getting popular from my nude video, I told you alone. That's not a good one. Imagine getting popular
That's
because
PR too, Wale. That's
or
PR
I'm
too.
threatening people.
Let me tell you something about social media. There's this thing. When it happens, you go blah 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 blah.
People
blah,
talk.
Blah, blah, blah. See, you popular pass. Your video go, your nude, you go far pass.
2 weeks, a
2
week.
weeks. You know when they will not bring it back. Maybe you have done something good again. Social media will forget, but they will bring it back when you are trending again. So at that point, after you've done, Tiwa Savage knew was out. Yeah.
Yeah.
After that time, she dropped the song.
And well, would you want to compare
See,
Tiwa Savage? There are lots of people that are obsessed with Tiwa Savage. I know a lot of them, a lot of men always obsessed with Tiwa Savage. I don't know what is wrong with you people. And we know these things.
Why are you taking it personal?
No. So I think she already had that fan base. You cannot compare to a simple girl in Ibadan from Molete who has a video out there, and then before you know it, it is being used against her. Her boyfriend breaks up with her. They sack her at work. She's barely able to, because everywhere she goes, they say, she will call glory social media. That's Morie. Like, everybody's sexualizing her because maybe she sent a nude to her boyfriend. So I do not believe that the way you're saying it is how easy it is, especially when you are not a popular person.
PR is good, PR is bad.
Yes,
it is both
to
ways.
turn the narrative that social media paints.
It is both ways, for you good and bad.
For you to actually pay me for a particular PR artist,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take the same amount for a normal PR. For a PR, there's a different amount for it. So I'm not saying it's going to be a very easy thing. You feel me? But I know that social media, it will come
and people will always forget. That's for sure.
Should we now, at this point, should we rule out social media? If we rule out social media, how many people are going to go hungry, like I said earlier?
Jobless.
Like, what's going to happen to all the influencers we have, the
I'll
bloggers? You come to my house. How you think those things I don't go broke without social media? So, should we rule out social media entirely? And what happens to the millions of people who have formed up jobs and organizations around social media? You know, we have a lot of apps. Let's start mentioning Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We have dating apps. We have Tinder and the likes. We have so many. Countless. What's gonna happen to everybody? Should we rule out social media with all? You know, we said a lot of bad things that social media can do to us.
My own perspective is that let it be censored, and let's have a proper job description of what you do on social media.
So you think people don't have?
People, I support Wale on that one.
You know, some people's job is to twerk on social media, Sha.
Yes, that's some people's.
She's a dancer, exotic. They call it exotic dancer.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That's a very
we have
good
Gemina.
That's
We have Gemina. We have this Pride Evie that was
Yes,
recently
Cora
Brenda's Charm. We have Cora Obidi. We have many of them.
Is he a blogger or an influencer?
You already said from the beginning that he doesn't call himself a blogger.
But he's both.
Some people are out there that would.
A job description.
They all do.
People that
Portable has his own. Zazu.
That's
Everybody has their own.
See,
I'm saying when you come on social media, let's
Okay.
have your job description. Let's
Okay.
know basically what you do.
And what you stand for.
Yes, there are a lot of people that they just pick up someone else's job and it's affecting
The
small
actual-
cats. The small cats. Let me use the videos.
New cats.
I'll use small.
Okay, the small cats.
If you say new, the video is kind of
is new.
How is it affecting? I really want to dig into that.
because you see that this. Let me use A and B now.
Okay.
A is a blogger, a music blogger. Feel me? And then you go to him, you give him advice that is related to a tech blogger. You actually go to him because he has the audience, because you feel he has the audience, but that's not your target audience. You get your target audience are tech bros. So it's preferable you go to a tech blogger.
But the tech bloggers don't have the numbers.
He has, but not enough.
Okay.
But you actually get a more engaging
Engaging audience from
You
him.
feel me? So when there's a proper censorship, a normal job description for everybody on social media, we know that
It would be good.
this is what you do.
But
Everybody
I really
Okay.
don't buy into
I
what
think the thing
they
is-
say.
the thing
Everybody
is-
has their description now.
The thing is, there are some people that take this blogging thing as a profession itself, while there are some people that just take it as a side thing. Now, if I take it as a side thing, I'm doing other things, and I'm open to all kind of opportunities. Bring your business to me. You sell clothes, you sell perfumes.
whatever.
I will market it for you. That's what I do. It's not like I have this one thing that I'm doing with social media and all. But then when I come as a professional, I say, okay, I'm a Texas, and this is what there are Texas out there now. There are Texas out there. Why did you laugh? Why did you laugh?
the mic was shaking.
I might be a UI UX designer. That makes me a Texas.
So imagine.
So when I come as a Texas, and then I'm like, okay, this is what I do. I deal with gadgets. I deal with UI UX and all. this is what you should bring to me. Everyone knows that is what I do basically. But then if it's just a hobby for me, if it's just something I do, okay, let me just do this thing to help people to make money by the side. So I know that, okay, I can do this and people know me for it. So it's not saying that it's a bad thing entirely for me to come say I'm doing this because I just want to make it a side hustle for myself. So it's not something bad. I can be a professional, or I might just say, okay, I just want this as a side hustle.
Out social media.
We cannot.
We have to use social media.
It is very important.
Now
Let's just censor it.
Let's just
That's
censor
my
social
own.
media. Can we even censor?
We cannot.
See,
We cannot in this part of the world. We cannot in this part of the world.
At the end of the day, have you met people that would never use they will not call you stupid or any of all those negative things, but they will insult you using very good-looking words?
That's Twitter people.
Now let's talk about the power of social media, or the influence of social media on relationships and physical interaction. Now, how has social media influenced interaction physically, one-on-one human interaction, in the good, since we're talking good, bad, ugly, the good way, the good side to it and the bad side to it. Now, a research presents the notion that adolescents who spend more time on social media and less time on physical interaction are reportedly lonelier.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, these things do not just concern adolescents.
Everybody.
Families, men, women, and all. I've had my friends complain to me about me waking up and I'm on my phone. Immediately I wake up, I roll over, say my prayer, and I pick up my phone.
Before you even say good morning,
and you tell me good morning,
Daddy.
I might not even answer you because I'm doing something, or I'm saying something that interests me there, and I'm there maybe for 2 hours, and then you lost count of time because you're supposed to do something else, and then you're on your phone and all. Now, we have families where they do not even talk to each other
anymore.
They just they just talk to each other through the phone, through text messages or WhatsApp chats and all. And you see family group chat. There's this thing now, family group chat.
Everybody.
My dad is always forcing me to be on the family group chat. Say something. What do I have to say?
Family video calls at intervals.
You can imagine. What do I need to say on this family group that has my uncle, my aunts, everything? What do I want to say on this chat? So sometimes I just isolate myself out of this, but then I am addicted to my phone. I'm sending you my full chest. I am addicted to my phone.
And that's because of social media.
Yes.
Wale, are you addicted to your phone?
I'm not addicted to my phone.
You make a living out of your phone.
You are not addicted. Okay. How many? No, don't. I'll catch him. How many hours in a day do you know? You have to know. Answer this one. How many hours do you spend?
No, we are not trying to attack you.
No, for real. How many hours do you spend on your phone?
To my phone?
Okay, after you answer that one, answer this one.
I was about to say that it depends on what I am doing on that phone.
There is no dependence on when it comes to. It's just like,
are you always on your phone?
There is no whether it's sardine bread or wheat bread.
I'm addicted to the internet.
To social media.
Internet generally, because I can wake up and the first time I might not pick up my phone. I put on my system. You feel me? Yeah. So I might not be addicted to my phone, but I'm addicted to internet.
But then you are surfing different social media platforms.
Wale
when I
is
sleep,
addicted to. That's why he said that's his office. That's if possible he would dress
so
up.
So it now depends on you that you don't make anything off internet.
And you're just there.
You just woke up. Bang! The first thing you pick is your phone.
I pick my phone because see, there's this feeling of feeling isolated or missing out of things on social media. I'm on my phone, I wake up, I pick up my phone, I check stuff, messages and all, and then I drop my phone. I am expecting a message. I have other things to do, but then that message is on my mind. Like, okay, I must not miss out of this. Okay. Now I go back to it, I check it, and I see the message is not there yet. I go back to doing what I'm doing, and I still come back to my phone. Okay. Now that's not saying I'm addicted to it like that, but then it's because I have something doing. So that's why people will feel that's why people will feel you are always on your phone, you are doing something, but then it might be you forcing somebody to do something for you that has to bring in money.
That's it. So going to that point now.
Let's be honest. How many hours do you spend on your phone daily, Wale? Your phone and your laptop, your gadgets. How many hours? Surfing the internet and stuff. How many hours? Out of 24, how many?
I think
18 leaves you
because when I was growing, my house was not paying me.
But now, guys, okay, Dolapo,
Okay, for me, basically, if I'm not at work or doing something else, I'm on my phone. So I am what do I say? I'm not a big time content creator, but then I'm trying to create content, and I'm always on my phone trying to see what others are doing, so I can learn from it and all. And people say, you're addicted to your phone. Okay, fine. I've gotten novels. I'll be reading novels, so I'm not always on my phone. But then I got addicted to my phone through novels. Because I like reading.
Yeah, and you read them on your phone.
Yes, and I read them on my phone.
I'm talking about the internet now, on social media. How many hours do you think you spend on it?
Say maybe 20 hours.
Now, okay, for me, I think I would say wait though.
Yes, I'm always on my phone.
If she wakes up 2 a.m. she will pick her phone and press for like 1 hour.
Okay, that's where you sleep.
See, I'm always on my phone. If I wake up, roll over on bed, I make sure my phone is beside me.
Longer, I say 18 hours. I was waiting maybe 10 hours.
Okay,
I'm always on my phone.
Let me be honest. I think for me, I spend.
Mama.
It was funny enough. If I'm on my phone, I might not be online.
Okay.
If I'm online, it's probably because, like she said, I'm expecting a message or something, or I want to know if someone is texting me. That's where you can reach me 24/7, my WhatsApp. But I'm mostly.
No, I'm always online.
I mostly watch movies. I spend more time watching movies. So I would say that for internet, maybe like 10 hours.
Okay.
Maybe 10 hours, in all honesty. But why I asked us this question is that, so when you spend 18 hours, you set it. Where does that leave your parents? When do you get to talk to your friends? When do you get to talk to your partner? When do you get to interact with physical human beings? When you spend like 20 hours, 18 hours, and spend 10 hours. And is that not affecting our interaction? That's what I'm bringing us to. Is that not affecting our interaction with people?
I would say that to some extent it is, but let's look at it from this direction. What if there was no internet here? I could remember when my family, my dad is, I think, third born here. So the last born traveled abroad. They could not even reach him or see him
because there was no social media then.
So let's appreciate the fact that we can actually.
So you are saying that at least you can talk to anybody no matter where they are.
I don't know, but me personally, you see, after that family group it exists, we have.
Yeah.
You get when everybody's away, dad come drop message, everybody say okay, dad is fine. My daddy goes to church on Sunday, snap, he sends to us
to the group, so everybody says
daddy, you see this
drip on drip.
I might not open the messages,
yeah,
but you see when it comes to they want to do something, they will put up a family call. They must get debit for that particular. So to me, it's debit.
It's debit. So physical interaction is debit for you.
It's debit.
So you choose the fact that we have social media now, and everybody, may you day or day, may I day my day. When I day ready, I go do transfer.
When we won't connect, you day who be this baby day?
But is it not affecting us? I mean, the research is saying that it makes you lonelier at the end of the day. The fact that you spend all of your time on social media and you don't even make time for physical interaction anymore. You don't get to see people, connect with people. Everything is on social media. And let's not forget that you can text what you don't mean. But it is harder for you to say what you don't mean in person. Because if you're saying what you don't mean in person, I can easily tell that you are angry at me. But on phone, you feel they smile, maybe they cry, maybe say your husband just beat you for house. But if you they send smiling emoji, I'm having the time of my life. Even send a picture that you took 5 months ago to me.
Why do they like give me?
So, the picture I'm trying to paint now is I stand for the fact that the ugliest part of social media, first, of course, I already said the cyberbullying sites, and the fact that it affects physical interaction, and people on social media are more lonely than you think because they don't have actual friends. All their friends are on Instagram and Snapchat.
Dolapo, are you lonely?
Be honest.
Well, I won't say I am lonely because I go out, I meet people, I talk to people. So even if I'm on my phone, I'm still interacting with other people. So I'm not multitasking. I'm not lonely. I can't say I'm lonely. But then
I don't know.
See, there's this thing.
Maybe
imagine
they did not involve me and others. Because we are not lonely.
It doesn't get lonely. Now there's this thing. Imagine a child that is shy from childhood. Growing up, he or she picks up our phone and, you know, start chatting, talking to people, making friends online and all. Now, when it is time for that child to go out there, reach into the world, you see the child has this anxiety disorder. Like, how do I meet people? What do I say? Because I grew up as a very shy child, and, you know, it got to a stage where I couldn't even talk. Yeah, I couldn't even talk, and that's why I'm always on my phone, because I feel if I'm on my phone, it is easier talking to you. I don't really need to talk to you personally. Yeah, so I'm always on my phone, and then when I get out there,
your reasons for 20 hours are just
so when I get out there sometimes there's this anxiety, like, okay, how do I face this person and how do I talk, and but thank God I'm getting over that. But then it's always been there, and I'm trying to get over it. And, you know, it is something that it doesn't only happen to me, it happens to other people too, and some people won't say it out.
It affects how well you're able to communicate when you find yourself out
yes,
there.
because
that you don't get to talk
to people on the phone.
But I think even the social media has even helped you
when it comes to communicating.
Exactly, because if you pick up your phone and then you begin to do content. And
see, Wale, there's a difference between communicating with phone and communicating to people. See, if you hold your phone and you're making a video, fine, you can always cut and start all over again. But then when you're talking to somebody, you can't cut and pick your words again. You said it. And there's a higher chance that it's just like when you're talking to yourself, you're hardly ever shy to talk to yourself compared to when you can see 5 people in the room and you have to face them and talk to them. So if there's a huge difference. Let's not lie. Let me quickly tell the story of this documentary this video that I watched about these American kids that were coming back from school, and they were in their school bus, and the driver apparently had a health issue or maybe a heart attack or something, and one of the boys ran to the front, held the steering, and made sure that they didn't crash. Now, later they had to interview the parents of the children and all the children, and most of them, they asked them, what were you doing? They said, I was on my phone. So I said, I was on my phone, I was on Instagram, I was on Snapchat. And then the boy that saved, they said, how did this boy notice? Then the parents said, we did not buy him a phone. And why we did not buy him a phone, I think they were teenagers, probably like 13, 14. I said, why we didn't buy him a phone is because we want him to be more aware of his environment. We want him to be able to interact with people, see what's going on, talk to people and all. Now, that's why I support what Dolapo is saying. Like it or not, there's a way you are just so absent-minded from everything else around you once you're on your phone. Social media is a world on its own, and it is very possible for you to be lost in it. So you forget. When this thing started evolving, there's the case of you're walking on the road, pressing your phone, and then a bike or car hits you. When it started evolving, it started with that. A different identity for yourself, a different identity for yourself. A different world allows for that, and then you even ignore who you are. It's not the person. It's just the menace this thing is causing. A person. What do you think makes Wale?
Because I know of people, they are addicted to their phone, but they can always control. The fact that you're addicted to something doesn't mean you cannot control. Addicted to something. If you're addicted to something, you cannot control it. Chill. If you're addicted to your phone, there's this normal thing that your brain, I don't know, maybe me. Your brain is meant to tell you that it's just like, okay, 1919, I was on bike. So I was meant to do something for somebody. So I did it before I left the house. Okay. So it was rendering. So when it was done, I needed to send to the person. So I was checking on my phone if it was sent. It's not I have not sent it to. If it delivered, you feel me, and they snatched my phone. Till Jesus Christ come, I can never press my phone on the back again. Yeah, that's because you had a bad. I'm addicted to my phone, but that's a lesson for me. So you think that the reason we are having the ugly side to social media is because we have people who are not willing to learn how to curb things and how to get a hold of themselves and control it. The story of this teenager here. Yeah. My brother is 16. Okay. My brother wanted to do birthday. So which phone do you want? So let's for a startup. I started with 3310. Sorry, I never reached that. 300 when we usually play multiplayer. Yes. Sefran, Wapdam and all. So let's start with Android for you. My brother is demanding for iPhone at 15. What will you say to that kind of thing? How old is he? 15. Well, and that's why social media caused that. You know social media caused that, right? You feel me? So if I want you to admit that he probably saw those phones on social media and now he wants it for himself. If I buy that kind of phone for my brother, he will swap it. You just come home, you don't meet an iPhone for your hand. because that's the kind of world.
That's
we
what
are.
you want.
You
Because
feel
the
me?
world is evolving, technology is evolving.
If in a normal teenager, the child will continue crying if he demands for phone from his parents and they don't give him. It feels like they don't want to give him. Because in Nigeria, there are some age that you reach, you are meant to have a phone.
Well, I really am one of those people that think that if I have a child today, you're not using a phone until you're 18. No.
18.
I'm not even joking.
See, now.
You are not.
video is saying
now.
You are not using a phone
You
until
even
you are
feel the pressure
18.
because some people call you and say, are you sure pé ìwọ ló bí ọmọ yìí ó ń fìyà jẹ.
The child will make you feel like.
But you know,
The child will make you feel like you're suffering. Yes.
You know what I'm
When is-
saying?
when
Like
is-
you said,
okay.
there is no censor to this thing.
Okay,
Now I do
okay,
not want to
censor,
start
yeah.
mentioning names, but a lot of bloggers and a lot of celebrities that we even look up to,
Yeah.
they post content, they post videos, and they never think for a second that it is not just 18 plus that are viewing all
Exactly,
of these things.
exactly.
We have 15-year-old girls who have the likes of
They just
people
put
as
18
mentors
plus
already.
there.
They just put
Even
18
if you are
plus.
15,
A lot
you
of
can
people
still
don't-
watch,
you know,
yeah.
You know me, a girl should not enter. In fact, that's more reason why I will enter that place.
To
Because
check.
I want to see, why are you telling me that as a girl I cannot enter that place?
When you want to post content,
Yeah.
like there's this strategy. You post 18 plus, people wait for you. You get more views on that particular
Yeah,
post.
exactly.
18 plus.
Or maybe I should just record myself and say that you would have a phone, but you would not be on social media.
Probably you said that the person will use it.
What's just
you
for
are not-
calls
just
and
for
all.
calls. Text me if you need anything. Call me if you need something, but you're not doing.
But then, do you know there's always a hack to things?
Smart.
There's this thing happened in my neighborhood then a long time ago.
Okay.
This kid, I think 13, 14, his mom got him a phone. And at a stage, his mom checks the phone every day. After school, she
Yeah,
checks.
even apps
Before
that
they
can
go
track
to bed,
and
she
stuff
checks.
now. Yeah.
And then one day, she suddenly discovered this boy is going to check out videos that 18 plus videos. And there's a way he had hidden it on the phone, and she did not know. So the way technology is the way technology is evolving today,
Yeah.
there are some things that your child will do, you will do, that will outsmart your parents. And when it gets to your turn to start giving birth, there are some things that would have changed in technology.
No.
And then
All it done will have expired.
and then there are some things your children will do then, and you'll be wondering, how did you do this thing? Because then the mother did not know that could happen, and that happened, and she was in shock. She had to collect the phone, but then
tracking, check.
exactly everything, but that still happened. So it's just the way
Just
the world is moving on. You cannot say you won't get your child, a 13-year-old child, a phone, and you won't give him access
Boy,
to
your
social
child
media
will be
platform.
your
Now, that's- but why I'm saying that is things form us to be persons. I asked you a question. I said, Wale, what do you think makes you Wale? Now, like it or not, your experiences, the people you've met, the things you read from the day you were born. You know what's the name of that thing that says your brain was had a clean slate, was like a clean slate. There's a word for it in tabular rasa. And then you know that your brain was playing, but then you start interacting with people. And these days, though, phones have replaced people. Like the social media has replaced that part where you say your community brought you up. You know, it's the man selling a car that taught you that Mama Sorobemo. Now it's social media that's telling you if you can use F
this
word
or
or
that.
not. AI is the one telling you what to do. Now, and that's why I'm painting this whole picture of that's what forms you as a person. Whatever you consume, whether on social media or whatever, and you really do not want a child consuming the wrong kind of things.
Yes.
Because these days we are having. I think I remember this video that was trending one time of this girl where they set a trap for her and they set up an account of an older guy that was talking to her, and this girl lied to her mother. I was talking about a girl that was 15 or 16, and she went to meet up with and they told the mother that just follow her, she's going to go. The mother was bragging that is a lie. Her daughter would not do that. The girl met up with someone she did not know. She met online.
Imagine.
It could have been a
15-year-old.
It could have been a rapist. It could have been a serial killer.
She wanted to explore.
Oh, social media.
To explore.
You are not going to explore in my house. I really think I'm going to stand on that when it comes to my kids, because I've seen what social media can do. I really think I've seen the ugliest of it.
But I can assure you, there's no way you're keeping your child off a social media platform at that age or when it comes to that time.
See, you cry.
I can assure you. I can personally assure you, because things would have changed.
See what
Things
we
would have
are
changed.
now.
Yeah.
Imagine when you now.
Things would have changed a lot.
And there would be
We
no
have,
choice.
we have that time. We'll have a more grown Idon, like a better Idon. like a better Idon than the Idon we have
I
now.
want us to talk about social media and the voice it gives to a person. You know, social media has a voice, very loud voice.
Exactly.
And then it is not about choice. So, but I also want us to talk about, is it the voice that social media gives to everybody? Is it everybody that should have a voice?
No.
And because now social media has made it in such a way that everybody has a voice, everybody has an opinion, everybody is sharing their opinion, and thousands of people are watching the videos and learning from them. Some people think that it is okay for you to marry two men, some people think that it's okay for you to cheat, some people think it's okay for you to beat somebody, some people think it's okay for you to some people think it's okay for you to invest, some people think it's okay.
Because I don't say that it's okay to marry two women.
Well, I think I didn't want to use that because I know that some religions and some people naturally from
same thing that
Well, for me, I would say if you can marry two women, I can as well marry two men.
Okay, did you hear that?
Let's go.
So I just want to talk about social media and the voice it gives both the people that deserve to have a voice, and every human being deserves to have a voice, but does every human being deserve to be in a place where they are influencing thousands or millions of people at the same time with that voice is the real question. So should we see social media and the voice it gives as the ugly part to it or the good part to it, or does it have both?
For me, say it has both, because for some people that do not get a platform, like we were discussing now, some people do not have that platform, and you know they are out there on social media and they can talk, they can and they are 100% sure of what they are saying. What they are saying is correct. So that's giving them a voice.
We have blogs that are scattering relationships.
Yes, that's the bad side of it.
All those people are saying, what are you wearing? 100,000 naira watch.
Okay, those ones that rate your outlook and all.
A voice.
Yeah.
If you trend,
you think? I think that influence.
It's not everybody.
Influence should not be quantified by the number. You can influence two people, one person.
I can list pages for you that
Yeah.
if you visit, Shank is not funny. You would actually laugh out loud.
But they are not known.
You get.
But at least 500 people.
They have some people following them.
100. You see, social media has made us see number as nothing. But do you know what it means for 100 people to be watching something you are doing? I saw one person. We're talking about 100 people.
It's like an achievement.
Guy, do you know what it is for 100 people to be in this space and you are talking to them? That's what social media. So because of social media and how that next year seeing this video has 10 million views, you are forgetting that numbers are a lot, guy. Talking to
but it depends on
5 people at the same time used to be a big deal back in the day.
How you are talking. If you want to, if you come for if I'm a brand now, I come to you and you are telling me 100 people is you think I will give you?
But that's if the numbers are real.
We are not looking
So
at
it depends on
we're not
the
looking at it
particular
from
number.
the brand perspective. We are
Okay.
looking at it from the voice perspective, from the influence perspective.
In this current
you are
age.
as a person, if you open
Yeah.
a social media account today,
Okay.
I open TikTok accounts, at least 5
Don't use
people.
TikTok as an example. TikTok is the easiest
Okay,
place
let's go to Instagram
to
or
see
Twitter.
people.
At least 2 people will view that tweet. Do you know what it means for me to see Dolapo and Wale on the road and talk to them and they listen to me and they hear everything I have to say? Do you know that whether they believe what I said or not, I've put something in their head.
Yeah, there's an opinion.
Yeah, there's an opinion that I put in your head. If I talk to you today, I put an opinion in your head. It is now depending on
Yeah, so
you.
okay, everything
Yes.
everything you got, everything
Yes.
you know.
It is not
Did you
everything
pick it
know.
up
You
from
don't
a
pick it
book?
from the ground now.
Me.
I beg, leave the
Baba
adult thing out of this
Baba
thing.
rest.
Leave the adult thing out of this.
I'm
Wale,
listening to you.
Yeah. No, you don't get what I'm saying.
you are listening, but
Yeah.
then there's something you are picking. You might not pick everything.
Yeah.
You are going to pick
You know
one
it.
something.
Okay.
No, now, no.
Yeah, do.
We're not talking about whether it's hard or not. How did you learn it
what I'm trying to
yourself?
tell you
Did you
is,
read from the book?
if you
From
have
a
a
book?
conversation with someone today,
Okay.
like it or not, at least one thing they've said is in either the dormant side of your head or the non-dormant side. Something stayed, something stick to you. It might even be oh my gosh. Wait.
So you guys just here to catch cruise.
Do you know that there are some things you take away? Do you know there are some things you take away from this podcast episode?
This is I want to. I'm trying to tell you that if I don't want to,
No,
It's different. There's a way
it's
the
not
brain
yeah,
works.
subconsciously. Now that's what I'm saying. You now have the power to say, I want this thing to influence me or
my
not.
brain is
But
independent.
Oh, God.
It goes like this. It automatically
See,
So what I'm trying to paint is social media has given everybody a voice. Let's forget millions or trend about trend. Social media has given you a
But
voice.
what's not the essence of the voice when the people that are even meant to hear or see you, they don't?
you know those people
But
that are
at
trending,
least
they
two
did not
people will
start
see
a
you.
day.
Wale,
Is
should we
not
create an
enough
account
to
here
classify
today
as a
and you see
voice.
that
It seems you don't understand the kind
okay,
of
so-
voice I'm saying. Two people is not in this current situation.
But
in this
it is a
current
voice.
century of this social media world. Two people is not enough.
So you're saying there are
Say
types
that-
of voices?
See, what I'm trying to say is a voice is a voice. Social media has made
Regardless.
us lose sight of the fact that whether it is millions of people you're talking to at the same time or 5 people you're talking to at the same time, I learned this thing when I just started building a movie brand, like during the COVID time. As at that time, it was just like sometimes 5 people. But what I didn't realize was that those 5 people,
part
amongst
of the
them,
5.
2 or 3, they
part
cannot
of the 5.
they cannot do without coming to my page before they watch a movie, and I'm not joking about it. If a movie comes, they are DMing me and they are telling me, Bukola, please watch this movie and let me know what you think about it, please, before I go and waste my money or I waste my time. And then that was when I learned the power of influence, that it is not only about having millions of people. You influence people even without saying a word. Sometimes you are influencing a child that sees you Wale leaving the house with your laptop and your phone every day. The boy is just looking at Wale, his shirt, his glasses, the way he walks, the way he presses his phone.
The next thing I have to go do,
What is wrong with this guy?
Wale, it's just basically a voice is a voice, regardless of the number of people. Okay,
Everybody can have
what
a
are the
voice
types
because
of voices?
social
What are the
media.
types of voices?
Yeah.
I won't judge 2 person watching you as a voice.
But you spoke to 2 people.
I won't, because
But you spoke to 2
how do you
people.
measure influencing? That is,
But you
can
spoke
actually,
to 2 people.
But it has not yielded what I wanted to. Maybe because I've seen a lot of engagement. Like I've seen when people demand that, bro. I've seen brands that tell you that, what do you have? 1,000 Oga shifts.
No,
You get?
that's the thing. I don't want you to look at it from the business. I know you're a businessman, Niger Lord and vibes,
Okay.
all of this. Don't look at it from the business perspective. Look at it from you are losing track of the human to human. This is part of what we're saying. The human to human thing. The part where you know that if Wale and I were classmates and we see in class tomorrow 2 p.m. we talk. Maybe I'm telling him, how far? Rice and beans is my best food. Or more. You get and I cook my beans. I go cook crayfish. I go put this.
I'll come to your
Wale will hear. Who be this guy? Wale would hear what I said. He might not really say anything. He'll be like, makes sense. So me, I don't even sabi cook. Tomorrow again, it is. I'm looking at
Hey, Wale.
one person. You don't need to brag because there are people like you go chop your food and assault.
You
You go be like lost wife. Let's move. So the next day, I talked to Wale and I'm like talking about something. I'm talking about a course that Alaji is teaching in class and stuff. Like it or not, it could even be my voice. Something is sticking to you. Influence is not. You can influence one person. Influence is not about the number. Don't look at business. And now the picture I'm painting is social media has given every single a 4-year-old child. There's this girl that does this video. This girl that do 4 years old. She's influencing people with the things she's doing. She can have a page where she makes video of her that Van Van. This girl that raps. My name is Van. There's this. How old is she? She just started from playing. Her father will play trap sounds and she's dancing. That black American girl. She's dancing and stuff. It started from that. So I'm trying to say that everybody has a voice now because of social media.
Yes,
but does
correct.
everybody deserve to have a voice that influences people irrespective of the number? Is it something that because back in the day it was not everybody that was allowed to stand and talk to people.
Sure.
Before you talk, they have to see that.
There's
But
something
now
up.
even people that don't have, sorry to say, sense. They come on social media and they are telling you, use this thing, use that. I saw one use Aboliki in here. I know that Aboliki will blind him. Use this Aboliki, use this one, put this one together. Everybody now has a voice, and I think that's another ugly side to social media. The fact that now everybody can talk and we must listen to what you have to say because we don't have a choice.
You see, there's this trend of makeup, this pepper thing they are doing now.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
started it, plumping.
What?
Somebody started it, and every other person
What
is doing
is
it.
that?
And then you ask yourself,
Rodo, Mama, if you Rodo
If I
say
talk now, you say gender songs. That's what I'm thinking.
no, for real. You've not seen the trend.
I saw it.
Do you
I said I don't
want to
want
make it
talk. If
talk?
I
No,
talk,
talk.
It's not really about
your
gender
has
thing.
wahala.
It's not about gender here. There are men doing this thing. There are men. Yeah.
Yes,
Gender
doing
poop,
makeup.
No, it's not about.
Yes.
It's not about.
Men do
robo.
makeup now.
It's about men that wear women's clothing.
Those men, we
Cross-dressing.
remove them now.
You
They've left
have
the
removed
group
James
already.
Brown. Say it. Face the camera and say you've removed James
That
Brown.
one. Can you come and tell me that?
That was.
You've removed Bobrisky.
Let's.
Toby the creator.
Don't worry, please now. I beg. So what? I don't know. Maybe because me, I'm an agent of censorship. You get like I really want social media to be censored. Like I really want it. Like this when you want to sign up on I don't know which of the apps that asks that how old are you. Let that how old are you like
Be very serious.
Let it be.
So we should
that
put
you
an
don't-
age
if I
to it.
put I am 15. Give me contents that are 15.
And don't give me content that you know a 15.
Simple. So I want when I surf the internet, I will not see it. It
No
is-
matter what. I think that's a very, very smart.
because for every app you sign up for, there's they request for your age, yeah. So make the age worth it.
Yeah, very
Don't give
serious.
me if I sign up for and if I want to open an account, okay, this is how old you are. So when I want to follow people that are 18, I cannot follow them. That's how it's meant to be.
So let's censor
Let's
it.
censor it so that
Like, what do you
even
think about what Wale just
it
said?
will help you.
Yeah.
Give birth so that you when you
That's let's go
You
home.
will not even stress
Let's
yourself.
go home. Thank you so
You won't
much.
stress
Let's go
yourself.
home.
See,
So, like,
censoring
what
these
do you
things
think?
are fine, but
Yeah.
like I said earlier, is that feasible in this part of
But
the
I really
world?
think the way Wale said it makes a lot of sense.
It
Why
will.
not?
The
In fact, I
brands
think that we should go
themselves.
as far as pick the kind of content you want to see. Do you want faith-based this? Do you want entertainment? Do you want music? Do you want this? Pick
And
it.
for
Yeah,
this
and
age,
it happens.
Yes, and for this age,
It
so
happens.
Pick it.
view this content.
You should
simple.
They should never ever bring a content of someone twerking because you've already said you don't want such.
It will-
Okay.
I think that
So
would
are
be
you
a good way
saying
to
are you
censor.
saying now that it should be these platforms that creates this space?
Yes,
Or
yes.
it's
The platform
us.
itself.
that was the main
So you
thing.
have to pick. You have to verify the fact that you're truly 18 or you're truly 15.
But the
you're
fact,
truly
but the
14.
fact that there's no provision for verification that I can truly prove that I am 18 will not make these things work.
But there
It's just
are.
like- they have.
How?
It's just
Yeah,
like
your
when you
birth
want to sign up for-
certificate.
Simple.
So because I want to
National
register, because
ID,
I want to
NIN.
log
If
in
you
or
really
sign
want
up for
to censor-
TikTok, that's why I'm saying it cannot happen. So because I want to
That's-
sign up for
that's the
TikTok,
major
I have to present my birth certificate because I want to
Because
go
you
have.
want to censor, because you want to make sure that as a child, if you are still underage, you shouldn't be seeing things, you shouldn't be seeing violent things, you shouldn't be seeing nudity.
I think of
you shouldn't
all
be
the-
Now, if they do
Don't
that,
ask me,
if they
ask
do
me.
that, do you know that their attractions and everything will fall?
Let it fall. Maybe we want to censor. We have the aim.
That's why it
That's
won't
where
work
we go.
because
Well,
the
at this-
attraction will
I
fall.
think at this point, we already know that social media is about the numbers. They want as many as we can get is the market.
I think
And
I would-
so
I would-
maybe that's why we cannot have the censorship that you are trying to
I
advocate
like to
for.
speak of this TikTok. TikTok is of all the apps I've seen, I've solved like TikTok is one of the less uncensored apps.
Everything, everywhere, anything.
That's why you see US and UK, they actually know what they are fighting.
Because they
You
know
feel
what.
me?
That's why I'm going back to the government. He keeps mentioning the US, the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nigeria
you're not saying
government.
exactly. That's the point here.
Michael,
Let's
That's the point
let's
here.
leave it as it is.
That's the
it
point.
can actually be censored because when you want to sign up for bank apps, you feel me? You can actually put your you ask you to go and bring your BVN.
Yeah,
You cannot be
and they would-
verified.
yeah.
If it's like that, let's go
If
like
social
that.
media is like that,
Let's go
then
let's
would
go far
cut
like
would cut
that.
the ugly
That is
part
why
and
social
the good
media
part
cannot
goes
be
away.
like that because
Well-
tractions will fall,
Well-
views will fall, and every other
See?
thing.
Honorable
It is-
Commissioner of Communication.
It
What
is
if I
just-
come there?
Hey, he don't no go retire.
Don't make my head swell.
Thank you so much, guys. So good having this conversation. Well, at this point, you need to make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video with everyone. Let us know what you think about this. Do you think that we should do the censoring thing? Do you think that the ugly parts to social media can be curbed forever? Let us know. Please click the subscribe button, follow us, and of course share with your friends. We have to go right now. Thank you guys so much. Was so
you
good to
for
have you.
having us.
Well, let's see you in the future, 5 years from now.
Oh, John, I'm waiting for you in the future. How did you send this video today?
Bye guys.